So I've got to hand it back. Sony want the camera back. I'm not real happy, I've got to say. 5 weeks, well, we're actually into our 6th week using the FX5 and I love it. I'm going to buy one, no doubt about it. You know, as I hand it back, and next week when it gets announced, I'll be putting my order in for one. I was thinking last night what I wanted to say in conclusion about the FX5, and I just kept being drawn back to the idea that this camera has no quirks. So many times in the past I've owned cameras where you turn on one function and another function got turned off and you couldn't figure out why that function wasn't working. This has none of that. The FX5 just works. Every feature works with every other feature, and I've never owned a camera like that. It's quite astounding. Yeah, I get it. I really do. I'd love this camera to have a variable ND, but you know what? It can't. If you want to have a great IBIS in a camera this size, we're not going to have a variable ND. And so for me, I would much rather have great stabilization and slap a filter on the front of the lens that enables me to get my variable ND and not lose my stabilization, because one of the great features of the FX5 is its stabilization. I've never used a camera with as extensive options when it comes to stabilization. You know, if you want to, you can make this thing feel like you're in a gimbal. It's unreal. On this project, I haven't really had the opportunity to shoot in open gate, but I know this feature will be really popular with a lot of people. It certainly will be something I'll be using. Internal RAW. I haven't used it in this project. I know that it's going to be very popular and I'm really looking forward to using it more. A few of the features that have really stood out for me on this camera, you know, apart from the image quality, you know, you can't underestimate how good this camera looks. But some of the features I've really enjoyed is the viewfinder. It's spectacular. It really is worth the extra dollars. The large screen and the touch focus has really changed the way I shoot. I'm not using a monitor as much. The touchscreen really works. It integrates very, very well with the menu. You know, losing the buttons on the side, that was a bit of a big deal for the first few days, but very quickly my muscle memory readapted. At the moment, this camera will shoot 120 frames in 4K, but Sony have promised us that in a very short time, it'll do 240 with all of the same functionality. I think this is a big deal for this camera. Being able to have all of its other functions and be able to shoot at 240 is a really big deal, and I'm really looking forward to that update. So the Sony FX5, a serious cinema camera, and I can't wait to get one of my own.